do wish you wouldn't keep doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kenneth Williams.
An audience with Kenneth Williams. One of his favourite things. An audience, that is. Whether to a dozen people at a bus stop or 2,000 in a theatre, he was at his best when he was performing. On stage, in films, on radio or television, the solitary recluse of his private life became the outrageous extrovert of his public persona. The man who could, and probably would, say anything, delighting us all.
Lovely to see you all. May I say what an honour it is for you to have me.
I first met Kenneth Williams in 1956. We were both in review. Now, curious enough, a couple of years later, in 1958, Eric Merriman and I were asked to devise a series for Kenneth Horne, and we came up with a thing called Beyond Our Ken, which had Pat Lancaster and various other people. Hugh Paddock was in it, and all of us were in review at that time. And the BBC came to us and said, would you like to add Kenneth Williams to your cast? And we said, yes, why not?
No, don't be like that. Oh, stop messing about.
35 years I've been coming here. 35 years.
Kenneth had a rare gift for making people laugh, using his extensive repertoire of funny voices. This talent was wonderfully exhibited when he appeared on radio shows like Beyond Our Ken and Round the Horn.
Instead, we've arranged for the first time in this country, ladies and gentlemen, or indeed in any country, the appearance of that remarkable rustic character, Rambling Sid Rumpo.
Hello, me dearios.
He fascinated people all through his working life, right through his Hancock's half-hour period, where this snide character, he has stopped messing about and all that came in.
Good evening.
What do you want?
I'm your roommate.
Oh, no, you're not.
Come on, stop messing about.
A nice room, isn't it?
You don't mind my coming in, do you?
No, please do.
He's cosy in here, isn't he? I think we're going to get along very well. Don't you?
No.
He also played a wonderful range of little old men, but he was little, and he was very giving and sweet and simple, and he gave you everything he got.
I think that the one thing that Kenny Williams stood out in my mind was his unselfishness. And when we did Carry On Dick, I remember him looking at the script and saying, you know, these are very funny lines. I said, yes, they are. He said, well, you should be doing these, not me. And I said, but they are funny lines, you know. He said, no, you do them.
What on earth possessed you to give me a name like Dandy Desmond?
Well, I don't know, it just sort of popped out, but it does seem to suit you.
Wanted in 6 counties? With a name like that, they'll be wondering what for.
Kenny was never what I called on or off a dirty comedian. He was like us all, naughty, to use an old-fashioned word. Touch of the Dickensians, touch of the lavatory chains, but nothing dirty.
Look after everyone and a wonder to us.
Kenneth, via the bawdy scripts of the 25 carry-on films he appeared in, became the master of the double entendre.
Excuse me.
What is it? What do you want?
You're blocking their passage, madam. Oh, I'm assured, sire, it is the fairest in all Normandy.
What about her...
The fullest in all Normandy.
Has she been chased?
All over Normandy.
Certainly you must know what a Venus is, no?
Oh, it's neither one thing nor the other, really, is it?
A Venus, Professor Crump, is the goddess of love.
Oh, you mean Venus?
Is what I am saying. Venus.
Well?
Very nice indeed.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Get what out?
Whatever it was that was so important.
He took my most treasured possession.
Oh, come, milady, surely that went long ago.
Hurry up, now all paired off. Each go make a pair, all make a pair. That's right. What's the matter, Sally?
Please, sir, I don't seem to have a pair.
I wouldn't say that, dear.
Imagine it, Nookie. A tropical paradise. Beautiful, warm seas. The smell of oleander. Dusky maidens. Great big coconuts.
Oh, I love great big coconuts.
No shortage of them out there, I can tell you.
You may go now.
Okay. I like you. Why don't you come and see Zig-Zig sometime, eh?
I think I've got all I want from you, madam. Thank you.
You think so?
Well, perhaps there are a couple of points I'd like to go over with you later.
Good. Soon, eh?
So you are the great Caesar.
Ah, you recognized me.
I have seen your bust.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, excellent. Well done, Messin.
Well, it seems a little bit rickety, Doctor.
Is it? Yes, well, of course, it's fairly easy to get it up. It's getting it to stay up. That's what counts. Oh, and of course, you haven't pegged it down properly.
Oh, of course. You must forgive me, Doctor. I've never done it before.
Yeah, so you told me earlier.
Me theodolite's broken.
Wouldn't fancy a poke with that.
What did you say?
Your blade, ma'am. You handle it too expertly for my liking.
Well, I shouldn't worry. You don't look as if you've got much to lose.
Shut up.
Bunks and bedding.
Oh, yes, well, Jane's just gone to get hers, sir.
It's high time you got yours.
Trainee agent Daphne Honeybutt, sir.
The Carry On films created many show business friendships, none stronger than that of Kenneth Williams and Barbra Windsor. He even accompanied her on her honeymoon. What her husband had to say about that is not on record.
Have you had any experience?
Oh, yes, a little.
The first time I ever met Kenneth Williams was on my first day of Carry On Spying. I went to do my very first line with him, and I goofed. I goofed and I like that. And he went, "Oh, Ducky, do get it right." My stomach churned over and churned over. And I'd heard somewhere along the grapevine that he wasn't very fond of Miss Fenella Fielding at that point. And there he was in this very long black beard dressed as a spy, you see. So I thought, well, I'm going to nip this in the bud. You ain't going to get the better of me, mate. And I said, don't you ever go at me with Fenella Fielding's minge hair round your chops, mate.
Oh, don't be like that.
Schreiner!
Oh.
And he looked at me and went, "Oh, ain't you lovely? Oh, ain't she lovely, everyone? Oh, you're smashing. Why haven't you been in these before?" And from then on, we were the best of friends.
Return to your room. I'll deal with you in the morning.
I don't care what you do to me. Without him, I don't even want to go on living. Oh.
I had to grab hold of him and say, "Oh, doctor, doctor, I love you, I love you." And he suddenly went, "Oh." Oh, he said, "I got the half hard." He said, "Oh, Barbara, you're giving me the half hard." "Oh, Cheryl, she's giving me the half hard." I was quite thrilled, actually.